Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Babs Rawls-Ivy. Normally you're listening to Love Babs Love Talk, but not today because it's the Great Give Day. And hey, Ratasha Smith.
Hey, Babs.
Ratasha Smith is here representing the Community Foundation of Greater New Haven.
Yes.
Because it's the Great Give.
Yes. And we're in 1 hour.
36 hours, baby. So we're devoting 2 days to helping New Haven's great nonprofits raise money through the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven's Communal Great Give fundraiser. So please join in and donate to the New Haven nonprofits by visiting thegreatgive.org and finding the organizations you'd like to support. We would love it if you choose to include this radio station. I need you to include this radio station. We are WNHH Radio. And you can find us under the New Haven or under Online Journalism Project. Please help us keep nonprofit public interest community journalism alive in New Haven. So, you know how this goes, right? We have folks come in, they got to do a routine, and then they got to tell us their story and why people should support them. So first up this morning is Stephanie Evans Erica from Orchard House. And I don't know Orchard House, or maybe I do, depending on if you tell me.
Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lovely to be here. Thanks for having us.
All right. You got to start with your talent.
My talent. Well, I don't have a talent. I was told to bring a song or a poem. So
Okay.
I brought a poem.
Well, that's your talent.
Okay, so I'll read the poem.
Go ahead, girl.
I did
Get
not
it.
write the poem, so let me just say that.
That's all right.
So just to kind of preface, Orchard House is a medical day program. We care specifically for aging adults that want to stay in their homes, not be institutionalized, but they need socialization, maybe some medical oversight. And most of our population does suffer with a dementia-related disorder. So my poem is about Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And it's called Do Not Ask Me to Remember.
Okay.
Do not ask me to remember. Don't try to make me understand. Let me rest and know you're with me. Kiss my cheek and hold my hand. I'm confused beyond your concept. I am sad and sick and lost. All I know is that I need you to be with me at all cost. Do not lose your patience with me. Do not scold or curse or cry. I can't help the way I'm acting. Can't be different, though I try. That the best of me is gone. Please don't fail to stand beside me. Love me till my life is done. And that's a poem by Owen Darnell.
Oh, that's very nice.
It is, and it's a little bit of a somber opening, but not everything about Alzheimer's is somber. There are some moments of joy that people experience in living with that disease. And
So where is Orchard House?
Orchard House is in Branford. We're in the Short Beach area.
And how long has it been in existence?
1981.
Oh,
Oh.
so it's
Well
well
established.
established.
We have been around for we've been around for a long time.
And how many clients do you have there?
Currently enrolled, we have about 87. We see about 40 on any given day.
So is it a residential program?
Non-residential people come to us just for the afternoon or for the entire day, about 6 or 7 hours. We pick them up in the morning at their home, bring them into the center, provide them with a great breakfast, lunch, social activities. We have a nurse on staff that can address any medical issues they have, and then at the end of the day, we take them home.
Okay, so that it sounds like it's a good opportunity for caregivers to sort of have a little bit of downtime.
You got it. You
Okay.
got it. So in addition to the actual hands-on care we provide the people that are in the program, probably one of the biggest components of what we do is provide the respite to the family caregiver. Many of our caregivers are still working full-time or at least managing part-time jobs as well as other responsibilities. And managing someone or taking care of someone with not only dementia or Alzheimer's but other chronic conditions is a full-time job in itself, and sometimes they just need a break.
So now, varying levels of Alzheimer's dementia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
talk a little bit about that. Like, what kind of folks come there? Like, what do you see?
Good question. Good question. So, historically, adult day centers have always been kind of known as where older people go. We've had people as young as 31 in our program.
Really?
Yeah. Currently, our youngest member is 47, and we see people in their 50s, 60s, and then your traditional senior 70s and up. Our oldest client is 100, and she's very active, very sharp cognitively, and she's not slowing down. She'll be 101 in June. So we have a very broad age range of people that come. And then we see people that come, again, I'd mentioned with Alzheimer's and dementia, but we have people that come to us with Parkinson's, people with chronic heart conditions or respiratory issues. And then the other big demographic that we're seeing are people that live independently, that are socially isolated, and really there's no medical need that they're coming to us for, but they want to be integrated into a social network and be with a group of their peers. So isolation is a big issue that you've probably heard about. It's kind of a hot button topic lately. We're seeing a lot of people that are socially isolated, not just seniors, but people.
Oh, it's a big thing.
It's a
Yeah.
big thing, a big thing.
Which is a strange thing that social media is so personal, but yet it keeps us so far apart. And there are people who are sort of can't make those
yeah.
connections.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have circles of friends, or you would think they're active in churches or they live in senior housing communities, but because of their personality or other conditions, they're just not outgoing enough, and they have a hard time really forming those friendships. So they come to us and we help facilitate that for them.
So tell me about a day. Like if I'm coming there as a client, what can I expect?
A lot of laughs, a lot of music, lots of art and crafts. It really varies. Every day is so different. And we have structured time and we have unstructured time. So for those people with cognitive impairment, sometimes they do better in a structured environment where we'll have certain art projects, we'll have music therapy, we'll have Tai Chi, meditation, Reiki, certain things for them, holistic programs as well for them to be a part of. But then for some of our more higher functioning independent people, we let the day be really unstructured for them. They can come in and they can do computer programs. A group of guys can go into the men's club and they can play pool. They can sit down and do a game of cards. They can go outside and just walk the beautiful gardens that we have, or help do some gardening outdoors. Now that the weather's nice, we'll be spending a lot of time outside. So it's really, it varies. But we have lots of offerings. We do day trips out in the community. So we'll take a group of people, we'll come to New Haven, go to a museum, grab pizza in Worcester Square, go to Bishop's, Orchard, apple picking, you name it. We offer a lot of different things.
So how do people find you?
Well, they can call us. They can look up on our Facebook page, Orchard House. We now have an Instagram page,
Awesome.
Orchard House, Connecticut, or our website, www.orchardhouse.org.
So is it just one facility, or do you have other facilities throughout the state?
We're just one.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just one. We're
Wow.
we're one of the few independent, freestanding, private, nonprofit adult day centers left in the state.
How many
Left.
staff? How big is your staff size?
We have 23 people total. We have 4 nurses, a nurse care manager, several drivers, rec people, certified nursing assistants. We have a whole team.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So today's a great give. I'm sitting here with Ratasha Smith from the Community Foundation of Greater New Haven, and we are chatting it up with Stephanie Evans Arica from Orchard House, and she is telling us why Orchard House is such a good nonprofit for you to put your money
Yes.
to support this, because Alzheimer's is on the rise.
Alzheimer's is on the rise, but even beyond that, caregiving is now one of those. It's happening in our community that you can't be removed from it. Caregiving is touching anybody at this point. I think the statistic is 1 in 3 people is either going to be a caregiver or a care recipient.
Whoa.
So it's no longer going to be the person that's in the cubicle next to you or the person that's sitting 4 or 5 rows up from you in church. It's going to affect every single one of us. And with the boomer generation getting older, I have a lot of people a lot of young children that are coming in and saying, I have to start thinking about this. What am I going to do, even though my loved one my mom is 70 years old, she's not in the great health, and I want her to live at home. I don't want to put her in a nursing home. What can we do to keep her socially integrated in the community and active and still cognitively sharp? And so that's where Orchard House comes into play. The other thing, too, that's really important and is probably important to bring up is that healthcare is on the rise, the cost of it. And adult day centers have always been and continue to be one of the most fiscally responsible and most economic ways to provide long-term care to our aging adults
That's
and our
wonderful.
population. Yeah, it's gonna be more cost effective than any caregiver you're gonna bring into your home, than any assisted living community you're gonna look into, any nursing home for sure. I mean, nursing homes are $13,000 a month in the state of Connecticut. Caregivers, if you were to bring a private duty caregiver into your home,
Did you say $13,000
Yeah.
I said
a month?
$13,000 a month. Yeah. And caregivers, non-medical home care providers that come in, they're great, and a lot of our members need them. But you're still paying $25 an hour to have someone there, which can, $4,000, $5,000 a month sometimes, depending on how often they're in your home. And adult day centers are, a quarter of the price, and we provide nursing care, transportation, meals, you name it.
So you tell me why this is important to you.
Well, it's important to me because we're all getting older, and I feel like we don't talk enough about how we're going to care for our aging loved ones. And I also, part of what I do too, me specifically, why this is so important, is just the education component to family caregivers. I want people to be able to be mindful and start planning early. I want to be a resource for family caregivers, and what we do is a lot of resourcing out of information and aligning referrals and community resources. We're all going to need it someday. The need is there. It's not going away. We're all getting older. It's the one thing that we can all look forward to. We're going to age if we're lucky enough. And we all need to have supportive services in place for when that day comes, and we need to be prepared for it.
That's, you know what, tomorrow's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And so that makes me think about that even more now, right? Because I'm aging, and that's a big deal. Yeah. So before I let you go, talk about the funding. How are you funded? How do you all raise your money?
We're funded through a myriad of different ways. We do have some people that come through our program through state-funded programs, the Connecticut Home Care Program, which is Medicaid-based. We have veterans that are in our program that come to us through veterans-funded services. Long-term care insurance pays for adult day center programming. And then for all of the shortfalls, we go out and we do events like The Great Give. We do comedy events that we host every October, which is a great event. And we do dine-out events where we'll have a local restaurant give us a percentage of their proceeds. And then we have a lot of really great independent donors that really help us out. Yes.
Okay. All right. Tell us one more time how we can find you.
You can find the Orchard House Adult Day Center at www.theorchardhouse.org. You can find our Facebook page, which is Orchard House Adult Medical Day Center. And then you can find our Instagram page, which is Orchard House, Connecticut.
Thank you so much. Anything else for Tasha? Did I get everything? Did we hit all the...
I just want to make an announcement. We have raised $198,651,000 so far.
Yay.
Wow!
But
I feel like I need a big
almost
tote
at $200,000.
And it's only $9.20.
Yeah.
That's great.
So hopefully some of that money is going to Orchard House.
Yes.
And I'm excited to keep going.
All right. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you too. Thanks for having us.
Yes. All right, Harry. So what do? I just play us out, or we just dial it down, or I put up some music?